Hey, it's Eli, Atlas, and I had a thought that I think needs voicing. When you're an artist, there's a pretty good chance you're a writer too. They go hand in hand, right? So this will kind of lean on the artistic side of things, but it's definitely for my writers too. Actually, now that I think about it, it could apply to anyone who's ever had a good idea. $1 million question. When do you act on it? To be more specific, do you wait until you can execute the way you envision it? Or do you say YOLO and hit it sooner than later? I think there's a case to be made for both methods. They say practice makes perfect, and while I personally say learn through doing, the 10,000 hour method does make some sense in this particular context. If you're trying to make your magnum opus, you know it has to be done absolutely perfectly. If you wait, you can only get better with time as you hone your skills privately and publicly. So ultimately, the strength of your magnum opus comes from your years of skill and your wealth of knowledge, more so than the idea itself. Because although the idea is valuable, there's a slim chance it will be 100% unique, especially when you consider almost all forms of art are recycled in one way or another. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's why your compiled skills and your resources will be so valuable in the execution. Your experiences and skills will be your most unique contribution to your own idea. So for that reason, it might be best to wait on things. However, from the opposite angle, time can hurt a project in a slew of ways with some terrifying variables. Firstly, let's look at it like this. Whatever idea you have will either be relevant to the time you have it, or it'll be relevant to the future. Now, since there's no way of knowing if your idea has longevity built into it, executing it in the here and now is a surefire way to maintain your idea's relevance. Even if you don't have the skills you need, you can always build and experiment in real time to perfect the craft. Incorporating your real-time growth within the project can also lead your story or idea or whatever it is to come to some interesting places. And you'll never have the same vigor for a fresh idea as when it first hits, you know? While time can give you a better perspective of things, it can also skew that perspective sometimes. Executing immediately is a very daring, risky thing to do, and it has its pros and cons. You might end up with the pro side of things. About wraps it up for this week's video. Just a little thought I needed to get off my chest, but if you liked the video, definitely make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. The goal for this year is to get to 10,000 subscribers. We're already somewhere at 2,000. So I really appreciate the support of everyone who's watching these videos every week. And thank you for all the people giving suggestions, ideas, commenting, leaving feedback. I really appreciate it. I definitely want to give you guys shouts out every now and then. And while I'm on that topic, I almost forgot, but shout out to Andrew J. Thacker. I'll probably put his name somewhere in the video right here, but he recognized where my little chain right here comes from. And I'm not gonna say where, but he caught it. Shout out to Pedro Frosto as well. He's a friend of mine and my brother's. He caught it as well. And I'm gonna leave some comments, some links down here probably. And you can check those guys out. They're both musicians. Off the hook, great music. So let me hear back from you guys on this particular topic. What do you guys think about it? How would you move about it? Because we all have stories, we all have ideas, we all have, you know, things that we want to do, but should you do it sooner? Should you do it later? Should you do it when it hits? Because everything, every kind of way you could do it will have its pros and its cons. So how do you guys approach situations like these? Because I have pages of just stories, you know, so many stories in my head, stories that I've written down already from years ago that, you know, I feel like maybe I can add more to it later. Maybe I can do something with it. You know, it's like maybe I need more life experience. Maybe I need different skill set, something in the future. I can't make it the way I want it to be, that type of thing. So let me know what you guys think on this. How would you go about doing it? And it isn't even just for me, you know, you guys can get a discussion going in the comments. We can talk about it together. How you approach it. Do you need motivation? Is it something you would do? How would you go about doing it? Let's get a discussion going. Let's talk about it. I want to hear from you. Leave comments, leave suggestions for the next video. Make sure you stay tuned next week for another vlog. Tune in this Monday for either a speed art or a tutorial. And if you want to follow me, I'm everywhere you are. Links will be right down here, or the other direction, down here. And if you guys found this video entertaining, thought-provoking, helpful, know that I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Later.
Salam. Smit nu som